Hey, it's Bob Sank here, and welcome to episode 2 of the 5-part training series on my 24-point listings cheat sheet. Yesterday's training was titled Generate Leads and Book Appointments. And you remember that we said that every closing starts with a lead. And for the vast majority of those leads, you first have to book an appointment. No lead and no appointment, there's no closing and no commission. But in my experience, most agents are able to get a lead. Heck, I just showed you yesterday how to get them for free. And by just picking up the phone and using a little bit of persistence, you can usually get a listing appointment. But many agents stumble at the next stage that I call prepare in advance and set the stage to win the listing. And that's what we're going to talk about in the next few minutes. I'm going to cover the next 8 bullets on the cheat sheet and show you how to position yourself well and much better than the competition. And I'm going to show you how to start winning the listing before you even arrive at the appointment.
Okay, the next few steps of the cheat sheet are extremely important. Very first being prepare for the appointment. And I'm talking about doing the research and so forth. Preparing an equity evaluation, something on the pricing and so forth. Not using the standard terminology of all the other real estate agents. In other words, a CMA or whatever. Do something different. Over-deliver with what you're going to do, with how you're going to show them why you're the very best to list their property. The next step is I dress professionally. That's right, I dress professionally. My peers don't. There's a few out there that do, but my peers tend to not dress professionally. I'm going to every single time, no matter what, because I want to be not only viewed as a professional, right? I want them to believe that they hired the very best person there is. So I dress professionally and I arrive early. Think about that. It becomes a joke with real estate agents. Oh, I'm a real estate agent. You know, I'm always late. Are you serious? You're supposed to be a professional. You're dealing with the most expensive asset these people probably own or have in their entire lifetime. And you're going to be late? So I'm at least 15 minutes early. So let's talk about now going to the door. So I prepare myself. I have a process that I follow. So I'm going to knock 3 times. That's right, knock 3 times. And when they open the door, I'm going to ask a very important question. Are you ready to get your home sold today? Why would I do that? Well, the reason is I want to narrow down on what is their DISC profile. Are they a D? Are they an I, an S, or a C? A D is going to answer, yeah, let's go. Let's get this done. An I is going to say, oh, yeah, I really like your suit. And do you know such and such? And, I won an award for sales. An S is going to say, you know what? It's going to depend on my family and what's best for my family and everything else. A C is going to say, well, it's really going to come down to the numbers. I really got to look at all the details and so forth. And that's okay. That one question helps me to prepare with how I should present. Because remember, we're going to present to people the way we like to be presented to. So in the DISC profile, if you're a D like me, you're going to just steamroll over people. Well, that message goes to only 25% of the people. So now I'm narrowing down. I can figure out and change my personality to adapt to theirs, just with one simple question. And I have a few others that I'll tell you about in a second here. Then I do something very uncommon. And quite frankly, it amazes me that more don't do this. And that is simple. And I just say, let me take my shoes off. I reach down and start to take my shoes off. Sometimes the people say, oh, no, don't bother. And I listen to them and I do as they ask. But for the most part, I just take my shoes off. I've won so many listings from that one thing. It's amazing to me. People have said, you know what, you're hired. I'm like, what? You have the courtesy? We had all these other agents in here and they just walked right through our house. They didn't even care. So now I'm in the home. I've asked them, are you ready to get your home sold today? May I take my shoes off? And I have my materials with you. And I say, do you mind if I set my materials down on your kitchen table? They might want to go in the living room. You never want to go there. They might want to go into the dining room. You don't want to go there. You want to go to the kitchen table. If they don't have a kitchen table, then it's the dining room table, but never the living room. Decisions aren't made there. Decisions are made in the kitchen table. I put my materials down. I grab my folder. And then I say something that kind of catches a lot of them off guard, and they're very happy. And they tell me later, because I ask, that they really appreciate it. And that is, I say, do you mind if I take some notes? I pull out a sheet that I have already prepared. By the way, that sheet says what is their personality type, details that I've already found out about them and what their desire is for the home. But now I'm going to take notes about the home. I let them show me around the home. They give me certain tips and so forth. They ask about colors. I make sure I look at everything in each and every room. I don't just pop my head in. I take notes. If they say, hey, what about the color here, Bob? I say, well, let's discuss it when we get to the presentation. Would that be okay? Oh, yeah, that'd be great. But I'm showing them that I am a professional. I'm also asking them, what do you do for a living, Mr. Seller? What do you do for a living, Mrs. Seller? Again, narrowing down on that disc profile a little bit more. Then I'm also looking for something that I can find in common with them. You know, whether it's a picture of, as you can see in the background, of a mountain, you know, because I used to climb mountains, or hiking, or backpacking, or who knows. I try to find something in common. Once, the craziest one I ever did was a microwave. The only thing I could find in common with this particular couple was they had the same microwave oven that I had. And what a difference when you find something like that, that it really brings the anxiety of the person. They have a connection with you. And then I make sure when we go to the table that I set the right stage. I'm not going to play ping pong. I'm not going to have one seller on either side of me. I'm going to set the stage. I'm not going to sit at the head of the table, because you're definitely going to play ping pong then. And also, that's usually where the head of the house sits. And it's a little uncomfortable for them to sit in a different seat. So I put them there, and the other one in there across from me, so I can then deliver my powerful presentation. That's what you need. You need a scripted way to get them to the next step. And we'll discuss that very shortly.
Okay, I think you've got the idea now. By the time you get to the listing appointment, you should have already communicated with the sellers a couple of times, so they know that they can expect great things from you, including regular communications, so they never feel like they're in the dark. And once you arrive at the seller's home, you've got to set the stage for what I refer to as a knockout listing presentation. That's where we're going next in tomorrow's episode 3. So in episode 1, we covered generate leads and book appointments. In today's episode 2, we went through prepare in advance and set the stage to win the listing. And tomorrow in episode 3, we're going to continue the listing process with a training segment I call Deliver an Effective Presentation Loaded with Your Distinctive Capabilities. And remember, if you're serious about taking your business to the next level and you're willing to invest to make it happen, click on the link below and let's talk. And I'll see you tomorrow for episode 3 of my training on the 24-point listings cheat sheet. Thanks again, and as always, good luck and good climbing.
Hey Bob, just wanted to say thanks for the live event. This is fantastic. I'm going to bring home so many new programs, so much stuff to implement into my business. I mean, it's going to be almost overwhelming, but everything is just really, really good. And I can't wait. My business is going to feel so much better, so much more like a real business rather than just, you know, going about it just day by day.
BobSync has been phenomenal and instrumental in me breaking through to the next level. Here's proof. This is a commission check I received for $11,400. This was the first month I started working with BobSync.
He had me implement systems one by one that add value to my prospects and clients, setting me way apart from my competitors. I mean, looking back, I didn't have a chance to become successful in real estate because I didn't believe I had anything different to offer than any other agent out there. With Bob's guidance, I'm slowly gaining confidence and truly believe that what I have to offer surpasses what the other agents are doing in my area.
Well, what I did is I started showing my current sellers the listing presentation that I brought back from Bob's workshop, and they were far and blown away with how much more I'm able to offer through Bob's systems, that they started telling their friends. And so I'm picking up a lot of listings just from my past ones that are viewing the new system. It worked out great, and I'm asking, you know, I bumped my commissions up by 1%. I am charging more than most people in my market, but by the time I get through the presentation and the 3 levels of service that we offer, it's done. We don't argue over commissions anymore.
Hi, my name's Kyle Micklejohn. I'm out of Red Deer, Alberta, Canada. I just finished Bob's 2-day event and it was awesome. Just learned tons of things, new things I'm going to go back and implement. Actually, I decided I'm going to start implementing on the plane on the way back to Canada. Great 2 days of masterminding with some great agents from all over the country, and I can't wait to get back and get to work.
You know, it's always important to spend a little time masterminding and working with others, and then really clearly identifying items that you can take away and immediately deploy that's going to help you make more money. So I got some great ideas. Can't wait to get back to my team and get them implemented.
Very easy, but it's simple systems, and I feel Bob actually does care about me and my success. It's not just a paycheck to him to say. He's very passionate about the program, and it's exciting. I've learned a lot in a short amount of time, and a lot of easy things, a lot of sort of thinking out of the box type things, and I'm excited to get some things implemented. I'd like to start with some buyer signs, listing presentation I'm excited to implement, as well as adding value to my business, doing what nobody else does. I can't wait, and I just thank you very much.